Hey, how's it going? This is Kenny with Keller Williams Realty. Just coming at you with another video for this week. Hope everybody's having a great week. This week I want to talk about, excuse me, I want to talk about new construction. Um, and just based off a recent experience that I have, I know, new construction kind of got their own deal, um, and everything. But I want to speak, just based on, what you could generally expect, and kind of the differences and the pros and cons, um, and everything. So let's jump into it. Um, so basically, I wrote down a few of them. So basically, the pros, it's brand new. You got the freedom to pick some things as far as floor plans and, different things inside the house for, like hardwood, carpet, color, um, of the cabinets or the walls or the whatever. Some of that stuff may or may not cost money, but you have a considerable amount of freedom, inside, outside, floor plan, um, different things, but that it does have varying prices on it. Um, but you do definitely, have an opportunity to kind of see it come along. You might get it in different stages. You might get a lot with dirt, or you may get, you might buy something that's already done, or you might buy it, at any stage in the process. So it's kind of cool to see it come along, or if you're able to get it at the end, something that you really like, that's awesome too. Um, the neighborhood is likely to be pretty good. They build it all, and make it nice. Um, Most likely with the HOA to keep it nice for years to come. And, so it's something that you can, really feel comfortable with. They have a lot of warranties, new builder warranties, several different type of warranties. Um, you got the things that self in the house, like air conditioner. Most likely will have its own warranty. The different systems in the house. Um, so you have um, a lot of coverage. It reminds me a lot of a new car. It's brand new and it's covered. So it's not likely to go out right away, and then if it did, you got the warranty on it. Um, you got strong incentives with the new construction. Um, and what I mean is, there could be some upgrades and stuff that they offer. Um, Also, closing costs, which is a big deal right now because buyers are going to are having to come up with a lot of money for closing costs, because sellers aren't paying that, sellers aren't helping with that. So, a lot of times they'll package it in to use in their lender, and it's a preferred lender, but in a lot of cases, it's not much of a choice. You use their lender. But when you do use their lender, they'll give you a big pile of cash, or something towards closing costs that's going to be, um, that's gonna make you definitely consider going with a new construction, because that's going to help you do the deal. That's going to help you, with the cash that you need to bring to the table, and that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. They might have good credit, they might be pre-approved, but they might not have the cash to close. Down payment, closing costs are a lot of money, so they help you actually close the deal. Um, yeah, and so and along those same lines, as far as closing the deal, when you get in and they got something available, you're approved. Their lender, you get in with their lender, and you can get in the deal right there. It ain't no back and forth. The seller got to look at it for a few days, all this kind of stuff. They'll sell it to you, boom, right there, sign a contract. And so that takes out the guesswork, with how, pre-existing is. You gotta, make a bid, try to negotiate, try to see, if a lot of other people trying to get it first, and all this kind of stuff. if you're there in new construction, it's available, you know, and everything like that. They're gonna try to put you in it. They're gonna try to sign the deal right there. So that's a pro too, because that's peace of mind that if you go somewhere, um, you can get in something. Now, will they always have stuff available? Will they have a waiting list? That's a different story. But if they have something available and you're qualified, they're not going to be trying to hold out for somebody else. They're going to do it to you. You can come up with that earnest money. You know, they're going to do business with you. So those are kind of some of the pros. Um, some of the cons is it can be a little bit of a pushy process. They're going to want you to come up with a pile of cash for the earnest money. They're going to come up with a contract quickly and not much time for you to read it. Is obviously reasons to have an agent. Have your interests protected. I was in a situation recently where they wanted my client to come up with $4,000 before they even saw the contract. And I was like, hold on, can we read this thing first? So they are a little bit pushy. The contingencies are pretty much non-existent. They want you to pretty much take or leave their deal. And not that it's a scam, not that it's whatever, but you need to be really comfortable, because once you get in, they make it hard for you to get out. And if you were to get out, you would likely lose your earnest money, because they don't have a lot of contingencies and ways for you to get out, like pre-existing new construction. The contingencies are short or non-existent. You know what I'm saying? So um, that's kind of the deal. Like with them, and that could be a pro or a con. You know what you're going into. If you really want it, you got to kind of play ball with them. You're gonna have to sign that contract. You're gonna have to come up with a big pile of cash. You're gonna have to, you know, deal with some delays if possible. Obviously they want you to get into a house as soon as possible. They got loans, they got construction loans on all this stuff, so they want to sell it and get out from under that as soon as possible. They're not trying to slow down or anything. They want to speed up. But say if it's slow, you got to kind of deal with that to a certain extent. So um, another thing is, the upgrades and stuff. Um, I was recently, dealing with a client, $300,000 house. The shower door was an upgrade. You know, Ceiling fans were an upgrade. And I'm saying, in a $300,000 house, you don't got a ceiling fan. I mean, that's a nice home. I mean, I could see if it's $20,000 falling down or whatever, but 300,000. You expect certain things. At that price point, you expect to have a door on the shower. I don't think that's asking too much. So their upgrades sometimes can be silly. Their upgrades sometimes can be costly. Um, that's not to say that you couldn't easily do a lot of stuff yourself from Home Depot, but if you want to go through them, that might be an issue. Um, so just to kind of wrap up, it's kind of like where your head is at. If you got your heart set on a new construction, new community, and you want a great community, and you like everything that's going on, you know, and that's for you, then it's going to work well for you. But if you feel uncomfortable with the process, that's it's something you're going to feel kind of pushed into it. You're going to feel like you don't really have a way out of it. You don't feel like you really don't have time to think about it. So that's just kind of the pros and the cons. So definitely get an agent. As always, the agent's paid by the seller. So get someone to help you with your contracts. Get someone to help you understand, this, that, and the third before you sign up with them. And you're like, what do you mean I can get my earnest money back? It said in the contract. It said in the contract. There's no due diligence here. There's no time to look. There's no inspection. Unless you want it. And it. So that's a little bit about the new construction. This one ran a little bit long, but and that's just kind of just scratching the surface. Um, they're their own kind of side thing. There's real estate and then there's new construction, so they got their own deal, and that's kind of point of the video. Like they got their own deal. They got a good product, and they say basically play ball with us the way that we want, and you'll get to the end. But we make the rules. So that's all I got on new construction. Hope everybody has a great week. Tune in. If you're not signed up to my weekly newsletter, tons of content there, homes and lending information, anything you ever want to know, buying, selling real estate, especially in the South Metro. Check out my Facebook, daily post there, my YouTube. This is my weekly video, so I'll just continue to come every week. And have a great week, and take it easy. Talk to you guys soon.